are going to open their account for the UEFA Champions League, and what a big night it is. It is the UEFA Champions League night, which we are going to be watching, and the watch along of Real Madrid and Marseille and the likes of Juventus versus Dortmund. These are the two fixtures we will be having the watch along today. Hope our audio and video quality is good, and we are having that chat which has been pinned, that who is going to be making that. But Real Madrid against the likes of Marseille, the lineups are here. Real Madrid are really making that big. Look at that. Xabi Alonso is making that good. It is still 40 minutes left for the kickoff. Real Madrid and Marseille, and the lineups are over here. It has been announced. Real Madrid is making that big. Look at that. It is Rodrigo who has been picked. It is Arda Güler. It is Matchday 2-0. It is Kylian Mbappe. My goodness, Real Madrid are making the lineups look so good, and it is big fortunate enough that it is the likes of Ceballos, Camavinga, Bellingham in the lineups. Camavinga is back, Bellingham is back. They are available for the substitutes back from the injuries. Camavinga and Bellingham are back from the injuries, guys. What a big good news that is. It is such an exciting news that the two of the injuries, Bellingham getting those shoulder operations, is back in the squad for those substitutions. Camavinga is also back. Ceballos is there for the substitutions as well. But Tchouaméni and Valverde has been picked on the mid page. Xabi Alonso has picked up Tchouaméni and Valverde. It is Hojsson and Militao with the likes of Carreras and Trent Alexander-Arnold. The transfer which came in this saga from Liverpool this summer. It is Trent Alexander-Arnold who has been picked. Not the likes of Carvajal has been picked in this. Give your votes. We have that live chat which has been pinned onto our chat, where you can vote for your favorite teams, whether it is Real Madrid, whether it is the likes of Marseille, or whether it is the likes of Juventus, or it is the likes of Borussia Dortmund. These are the four options which we are having on our live chat. Let me pop out this chat from over here. Yes, it is now available. We have been sharing those links. If you are from the continent, you can watch this match from the Sony Live application. Soon we will be making the analysis of this, because we have made the complete predictions of all the match day ones, and it has been uploaded today. You can check that video as well, where we have made the predictions of the match day one of all the matches. We have made the predictions of all the matches of the match day one and all the lineups we are having over here. But look at that. It is the likes of Rodrigo who has been picked. Xabi Alonso has kept Rodrigo still, and Xabi Alonso didn't give Rodrigo those playtime opportunities in the La Liga, nor in the FIFA Club World Cup. Not much to be seen, but it is Rodrigo now who has been picked. Is Xabi Alonso taking Olympique Marseille bait loose enough? Is that the thing which is going to be happening? Is Xabi Alonso is making this lineup of Marseille taking that too easy? Is it that what Xabi Alonso is making that into the account? Is it that what Xabi Alonso is making that into the account? Whether Xabi Alonso is taking this seriously or not, but he has picked Rodrigo in the lineups. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It is the likes of Rodrigo who has been picked in the lineups. Xabi Alonso is making those changes. He is making this squad look good despite so much of effort, and it is quite evident that Xabi Alonso is making those efforts. It is quite evident that Xabi Alonso is making those efforts, and it is quite visible that the changes in the squad which he is time and again making is definitely going to be fruitful in the long run. That is what Papa Perez has brought in the likes of Xabi. That is what Papa Perez has brought in the likes of Xabi, and Xabi Alonso making such bold changes. That is what the thing is. That is what the thing is. Xabi Alonso is bringing those changes, and it is quite evident that he is making that look good. Look at that. Still, it is 30 minutes to the kickoff. We have made the analysis as well as the prediction video in our previous video which we just uploaded today. Those of you who have missed it can watch it from there as well. But look at that, we have got on our live poll a 60% vote for Marseille. My goodness, you guys have been giving those votes for Marseille to be winning this game, and not a single vote has been given in for the Los Blancos. Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu hasn't been given a single vote on our live poll. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? What is this voting which you have been given our poll? Look at that. It is all those 60% votes which we have got in our live poll is for Marseille to be making it talking. Oh my goodness, but look at the lineups of Marseille over here. Marseille are definitely making that good, but it is Aubameyang, it is Greenwood, it is Timo Werner. They are the men who are there. They will be making that good. They will be making that good. But how is this statement looking to be good enough? How is this statement looking to be good enough? Aubameyang, Greenwood, Werner, can they be able to get past the rigid defense of Huijsen, Militao, Carreras, Trent Alexander-Arnold? Is that going to be happening? Is that going to be happening? Give your votes, guys, on our live poll. Oh my goodness, for Juventus and Dortmund, the votes which we have got in our live poll, it is the likes of, oh my goodness, 20% votes for Juventus, 20% votes for Dortmund as well. Oh my goodness. It is the live poll which we have got on our chat, and guys have given that serious, guys. It is, you guys have really given that serious. You guys have really made that serious. But what is that going to be? Rodrigo, will he be good enough? Because he hasn't had those playtime. But today he will be up against the likes of Medina on the right backs for Marseille. He is the man who is present over there. Will Medina be good enough? Will Medina be good enough for today's game? Will Medina be good enough for today's game? That is what the aspect is to look for in this game. How is Medina and the likes of Pavard is there? Look at that. It is the lineups which is boasting for Olympic Marseille. Pavard is there. Benjamin Pavard is there on the lineups of the center backs. Benjamin Pavard is there on the lineups of those center backs. Look at that. It is Benjamin Pavard who is there. It is Ballardi who has been chosen the captain, number 5 for Marseille over here. But it is Emerson on the left backs. Will that be good enough? Matchday and 2-0 up against the likes of Emerson. That will be the thing talking. Will that be the thing talking? We need to get those votes, guys. Give those votes that who is going to be winning it big. Oh my goodness, look at that. All the votes have been given in. All the votes have been given in favor of Marseille over here. How are you guys giving your votes, my boys? This is the fresh start of the Champions League season, Matchday 1, and big upcoming things looking to be happening. Big upcoming things looking to be happening. But are we going to be making that big? That is what the thing is which we are waiting to be happening. Oh my goodness, look at that. All the votes which we are getting in is all in favor of Marseille over here. Oh my goodness, look at that. All the votes have been given in favor of Marseille. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. We will be making the analysis of this, but before making into that, we have made the predictions of this game earlier in our video as well. You can watch it from there as well. You can watch it from there as well. Oh my God. Look at that. All the votes have been given in favor of Marseille over here. My goodness, you guys have gone crazy. You guys have really gone crazy. You guys have really gone crazy, my boys. You guys have really gone crazy. All the votes have been given in for Marseille, but look at that. On the other hand, the matches which are being played over here, let me put it onto our screen. It is Juventus with this lineup. Look at that. Igor Tudor is making good changes. It is Cambiaso, Jonathan David, and Openda. Juventus is roaring big, my boys. Juventus is roaring big. Give your votes on our live poll. Those of you who are watching this, we will be having the watch along of Real Madrid with the likes of Marseille. But let us have a look what is happening on the rest part of the world in the Champions League Matchday 1. Let us activate those cheeky piggy links. Where is that? Live. Yes, Real Madrid and Marseille. It is live. The links have started working, guys. But still 30 minutes left for the kickoff. Still 30 minutes left for the kickoff. Oh my goodness. Why is there so much of the ad which is being shown? But look at that. Juventus are building up good with the likes of Tudor, Di Gregorio on the goalkeeping aspects. Bremer, Kelly, Kalulu has been picked up. McKennie is there. There is some sort of errors in our lineups which we have shown. McKennie will be bid down. Let me just change that. McKennie has been put bit high on the lineups. I mean, Kalulu has been just made bit high on the lineups. Let us bring Kalulu bit down. Yes, Kalulu has been dropped down. Now the lineups are definitely looking good, guys. Now the lineups are definitely looking good. We have just updated the lineups over here for Juventus, and look at that. The lineups have now been updated. Hope this is looking good. But Borussia Dortmund with the likes of Juventus are having the substitutions of Zergova, Velovic, Canciaso. They are the men who are available. Juventus is really doing good. Juventus is really doing good in those Serie A as well. Whether they will be making any upsets or not. Give your votes on our live poll, guys. But looking at the lineups of Dortmund over here, look at that. It is Jan, Koto, Rasen, the same usual lineup for Niko Kovac, where he wants his team to be building up. It is that same usual lineup which Niko Kovac has been building in time and again. Niko Kovac has been really building up the lineups good. At least he has made those changes, and Dortmund are really making that good. And they have been time and again making this statement look good. They have been really making this statement look good. But Dortmund has many injuries, and at Turin, I don't think that Dortmund will be making that. But Juventus, to get past the yellow wall of Dortmund, it will be a difficult task. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Real Madrid with this lineup, are they going to be making it big? Let us put this analysis on to our chat. Look at that. On a rating, Madrid are really high up. 100 for that, 96 for Marseille. Win probability, that is 83.2% for Madrid, whereas Marseille are not in that position to be making it. Oh my goodness. On the other hand, look at that. It is the matches which are happening on the other side of the globe. Where is that? Look at that. Arsenal are 2 up against Athletic Club. My goodness. Union Saint Gillois has got that. The Belgian side are winning it up against the likes of PSV Eindhoven. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Peter Bosch is getting those defeats against Pocognoli. My goodness. Sebastian Pocognoli is getting those defeats to Peter Bosch. 1-3 is the score line. And PSV got their first goal in the 90th minute. My goodness. Upsets are incoming, guys. This is the first upset which is seen incoming, and definitely this upset, it is PSV Eindhoven who has got this upset. Look at that. Oh my goodness, Arsenal on the other hand from nowhere has got two goals. It is Martinelli, it is Trossard, both of them super subs coming in, because in the lineup, Ize was there, Gyökeres, Madueke was there, Martinelli and Trossard, two of the super subs, have got 20 goals for Arsenal. My goodness. How are things looking bad over here? PSV Eindhoven are getting their first upset. PSV Eindhoven are getting their first upset, and it is Athletic Club who got defeated by a 3-goal margin in the friendlies in the summers, are now getting 2-0 down, and two super subs doing the talking for Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta are making that good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. It is upset coming in. Athletic Club is getting those upsets. It is PSV Eindhoven are getting, Peter Boss is getting those upsets. My goodness. Will that be the thing happening? Juventus and Dortmund and the likes of Real Madrid and Marseille. Oh my god, look at that. Arsenal are 2-0 down. 2-0 up against Athletic Club. Look at the match which is being played over here. Real Madrid and Marseille, still there is time. Still there is time for the kickoff to happen. 23 more minutes for the kickoff to happen. Will that be the thing counting? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Can Athletic make some sort of a comeback from here? Can Athletic make some sort of a comeback from here? My goodness, Athletic are getting those upsets. It is PSV Eindhoven also getting those upsets. Still the kickoff is about to happen. Still there is plenty of time left for it. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching it, give your votes. Hope the audio and the video is good enough over here. Still the kickoff is about to happen. Still. Will Mbappe get a hat trick today? Let me put that question onto our chat. Will Mbappe get a There is also that question which has been put onto the chat, that will Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick today? There is a poll, as well as there is that question. A poll is there: who will win tonight? Real Madrid, Marseille, Juventus, Dortmund? And will Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick today? That is also the question which has been pinned on the chat. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Zubimendi getting a yellow card. 36. Midfielder Zubimendi gets a yellow card. Still 20 more minutes left. And this game, Arsenal and Athletic, now on to the stoppage time. On to the stoppage time is the game which is going to be. Benfica, Karabakh, PSV getting upsets. Juventus, will they get? Tottenham, Villarreal, Athletic Club, Arsenal. My goodness. Look at that. Athletic are still not getting a reply at least. Athletic hasn't even been able to get a reply over here. Just 1.5 minutes left for this game. Athletic and Arsenal over here. 1.5 minutes left. Athletic just couldn't get a reply. They were bad luck. They couldn't get it into the nets. My goodness. One more minute left into this. One more minute left into this. Just one more minute left into this. What an upset Athletic are going to be carrying home. What an upset. Athletic are going to be carrying those upset. My God. Ernesto Valverde losing against Mikel Arteta. Ernesto Valverde losing it up against the likes of Arteta. That is the thing looking cooking over here. Will Athletic get at least a reply? The new rules of the UEFA Champions League is that whether you are getting those defeats in the knockouts, you are in the group stages, if you are going to qualify, you are not going to get those home advantage. You are not going to get those home advantage. The final whistle has been blown. Arsenal has sealed their victory. Arsenal has sealed their victory. My God. Arsenal has got their first victory and in the match day one for the Champions League. First victory coming in for Arsenal. When is that stream going to begin for Real Madrid and the likes of Marseille? We are waiting for that. We are waiting for that stream to begin. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching it, give your votes. Who will win it? But look at the goal which happened. The first goal came in. It was Martinelli who got that, a lead, and Martinelli scores that in 60 seconds after coming off. Super sub, Martinelli getting that goal. That is what the thing has happened. That is what the thing has happened in this game. No penalties, nothing, but Martinelli gets that. How many yellow cards have been given in this game? One yellow card Rice has got. One yellow card Rice has got for Arsenal. This is the first goal which happened. Martinelli coming in the substitute and gets that goal in just under 60 seconds. Madueke gets another yellow card, two yellow cards for Arsenal, one for Athletic, Mikel getting that, Trossard gets that, Trossard sees the win. Two substitutions for Arsenal getting those goals. That is what the story is. But no goals coming in for Victor Gyökeres in the lineups. Look at that. It is Athletic who has got a single yellow card, but it is Arsenal who has got two yellow cards. It is Zubimendi, Rice, two of the mid pitch, and it is Madueke as well, three yellow cards. Arsenal has gathered three yellow cards in this fixture. Yellow cards will be big concerning, but 3 points away, they have made that good. Arsenal gathering 3 points on an away fixture, and that too on the opening match they've won. My God, Arsenal have really made it good. That is the story over here. And talking about PSV Eindhoven and Union Saint Gilloise, look at that. This Belgian side has defeated Eindhoven. My God. But PSV hadn't those striking aspects to be talking into that. When Baumel was there, the sole man, Pepe, not enough, not good enough. This Belgian squad has got the upset to the Dutch team Eindhoven. Union Saint Gilloise has got those upsets. It was not in our predictions, guys. It was not in our predictions. And in terms of those yellow cards which have been gathered in this game, not a single yellow card being given over here. Not a single yellow card. One goal coming in for PSV Eindhoven only from Van Bommel. But St. Gilloise has got those upsets. Oh my God. Big upset that is. Look at the stats over here. 10 shots taken. My goodness. St. Gilloise has bombarded. 18 shots they have taken. In just 37% position, St. Gilloise made those counters good enough. 8 on target and 3 inside the net. My God. Big win it is for Union St. Gilloise. But in this game, Arsenal talking about, oh my God, Athletic got 11 shots, only 2 on target, but Arsenal got 11. In the first half, I couldn't find Arsenal getting a perfect shot to the woodwork. But in the second half, all in all, 11 shots, 6 on target. Position wise, Arsenal were good enough. Yellow cards 3-1. Arsenal has snatched those 3 points on the away fixture. This will be a big advantage. This will be a big advantage. Two upsets coming in. PSV Eindhoven losing that, and Arsenal upsetting Athletic Club. Two upsets on the match day one for these two teams. Two upsets for these two teams over here. These are the two upsets which has happened. But we are more concerned over about this game. Still 12 more minutes left for the kickoff, guys. 12 more minutes left for the kickoff. Look at the lineups. Real Madrid are now having this lineup over here. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Give your votes on our live poll that who is going to be winning it. Oh my God, what is this happening over here? Why is nothing being shown over onto our screen? 10 more minutes left, guys. 10 more minutes left for the kickoff. But look at this Olympic Marseille. They are also not having a bad squad over here. Greenwood, Aubameyang, can Aubameyang, 36 years of age, make any impact in this game from Marseille? Roberto De Zerbi, the experienced man against Xabi Alonso, will be the factor. Big factor. De Zerbi up against the likes of Alonso. We are waiting desperately. 9 more minutes left for the kickoff. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. What will be the outcome of this? And on the other hand, it is the likes of Juventus up against the likes of Borussia Dortmund. Jonathan David, Openda, good striking aspects. It is Ildiz, it is Thuram, it is Koopmanius, Cambiaso. Many of the good players are there. Igor Tudor up against the likes of Nico Kovac. Will that be happening? Will that be happening? I just need to take a small loo break, guys. I just need to take a small loo break. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Still 7 more minutes left for this kickoff. 7 more minutes left for this kickoff. I just need to take a loo break. I will be just back in 2 to 3 minutes. Give your votes. I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes, guys. Yes, it is now live. It is now live. The players are now seen coming onto the pitch. Look at that. It is Marseille players coming onto the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu. The things are now looking good. The players are now seen coming onto the pitch. We are back from that short break. Oh my god. This is now the things looking talking over here. Now the things are looking talking over here. Olympic Marseille up against the likes of Real Madrid. What is that going to be? Those of you who are watching, give your votes on our live poll. Give your votes on our live poll that what is that going to be the end result? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, it is after 37 minutes. We have to cut that. It is Carreras now seen coming onto the page. Look at that. Alvaro Carreras now seen coming onto the page. Carreras is there. Alaba not being picked in the lineup, but he is there for the substitutions. He is there for the substitutions. Look at that. Two matches we'll be watching. Real Madrid and Marseille and the likes of Juventus and the likes of Dortmund happening at Turin. These are the two matches we'll be watching. Real Madrid players and Marseille players already at the Santiago Bernabeu waiting to come onto the pitch. Tchouaméni is there high up, Huyson back. It is Ceballos. Carreras is there, Guller now, Valverde. But being the captain of the team, Valverde has to take the lead. Being the captain of the team, Valverde has to take the lead. No denying the fact it is Irfan Pelto, the referee, who will be officiating this game on the pitch. Irfan Pelto, the referee, who will be officiating this game on the pitch. Vini Jr. not being picked in the squad. It is Rodrigo, which Xabi Alonso has opted for. It is Rodrigo, which Xabi Alonso has opted for. Now the players are seen coming onto the pitch. 2 more minutes left for the kickoff. 2 more minutes left for the kickoff. Exactly 2 more minutes left for the kickoff. Look at that. The UEFA Champions League anthem is now being played. UEFA Champions League anthem is now being played. 2 more minutes left for this kickoff. All the hands and the legs will be jam-packed because who will be winning that? Real Madrid or the likes of Marseille? Upsets coming in for Athletic at home against Arsenal. Upsets coming in for PSV Eindhoven at home. At home, upsets coming in for the two match days. It is at home. The two upsets in the match day one has come in for the two teams. PSV Eindhoven at home, losing that to Union Saint-Gilloise from the Belgian side. And it is Athletic Club losing to Arsenal at their home. My God, what is that going to be? Home upsets. First two match days, and it is the home upsets which has got the teams nervous over here. Soon we'll be showing the exact timeline over here. Look at that. Exact timeline will be shown over here just as the kickoff is about to happen. Give your votes. We have got 60% votes on for Marseille, 20% for Juventus, and 20% for Dortmund. De Zerbi against the likes of Xabi Alonso. What is that going to be? Roberto De Zerbi against the likes of Xabi Alonso at Santiago Bernabeu. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. The kickoff is about to happen in just 30 seconds. It is Papa Perez on the stands. Look at him. The final lineups which we'll be showing over here just have the look of the final lineups for Real Madrid over here. After that, we will be switching on to the timeline, what is happening on the page. After this, we will be switching on to the screen, what is happening on the page. We will be having a watch on that. All our predictions have been made from since yesterday. We have uploaded those videos. You can watch it from there. The predictions are there. Irfan Pelto is the referee on the page. Irfan Pelto is the referee on the page. And it is the final lineups of Marseille over here. You can have a watch. Irfan Pelto now having the likes of Valverde. He is talking to Valverde being the captain of the team. And he is talking to Beraldi, the captain of Marseille. Irfan Pelto now shaking hands with both the captains. Now the teams are getting ready. My goodness. Rodrigo in the lineups. Will that be the statement good enough? The kickoff is about to happen. The players are now settling in onto their positions. But Vinny Jr. not in the lineups. It is a change. Rodrigo is being made. 4-2-3-1, 4-2-4, whatever Alonso is trying to be making, but De Zerbi is going to be making that 4-2-3-1. Greenwood up against the likes of Carreras. It is Timo Way up against the likes of Arnold, Militao and Huijsen on the centre backs. Courtois is there on the goalkeeping aspects. But finally, it is Xabi Alonso's first campaign of Real Madrid in the Champions League. First campaign for Xabi Alonso taking on Real Madrid. This is the first game Alonso in charge of Real Madrid for the Champions League, and that too at the home. But today, 2 match days, we just had a kickoff of the match day 1. It is Eindhoven at home getting a loss, defeat, and it is Athletic getting a loss and a defeat. 3 points being just snatched away by the away teams. The kickoff is about to happen anytime. Irfan Pelto looking at his watch. He is about to blow the whistle. The kickoff has happened. Oh my God, 2025-26 Real Madrid campaign for the Champions League begins over here. Marseille with the possession, passing it back. Madrid are now making that. Look at that. It is Carreras who is staying high, but Arnold is staying deep on the defense. Arnold is staying deep on the defense. Arnold is staying deep on the defense. He is trying to make that defensively solid, not moving high up early. Marseille winning that a throw. Interception from Tchouaméni. Militao has won the ball. Position. Will he pass it back? Yes, it is to Arnold. Arnold passes that. Huijsen on the build-up. Gives that to Tchouaméni. Madrid are looking for some sort of an early upset to Marseille, but Kylian Mbappe passing that back. Valverde this time. Huijsen again. Look at it. It is some sort of a fluidity which is being happening. It is a pass from Rodrigo. Carreras gets that into the box. Kylian gets a bicycle shot into the net. Kylian Mbappe, 1 minute 11 seconds. A bicycle shot, half volley shot from Kylian Mbappe from the center of the box. It was so close to the penalty spot. Rodrigo passing it in the build-up to Carreras. Carreras lofted it. It was a misconnection from Marseille on the defense inside the box. Kylian Mbappe getting that on the deflection, goes for a bicycle kick. That is what Kylian Mbappe is. That is what Kylian Mbappe is. So early a chance it could have been a big finish, but Marseille again losing it. It is Huijsen with the interception, passing it. Guler back to Tchouaméni. 2 minutes into it, and I can sense Real Madrid are going to get plenty of goals into this. If this is the way they are playing it, the first 2 minutes, it is getting the reflection that Real Madrid are going to get plenty of goals. There is also that question on to our chat that will Kylian Mbappe get a hat-trick today? Give your votes on our live poll, as well as there is a question that will Kylian Mbappe get a hat-trick today? Marseille are not looking comfortable, but it is a run. Greenwood is making it. Huijsen is there, blocks that. A good block it is from Carreras. Tchouaméni intercepting again. Marseille just showed that Greenwood up against the likes of Carreras is the space Greenwood is having. Oh my god, look at that. Carreras is out of his shape. Carreras is just out of his shape. A solo run coming in from Greenwood so early now in the third minute. A goal kick being awarded. Irfan Pelto, what he is looking for. Oh my god, Alexander Arnold in just 3 minutes is down on the pitch. He needs a substitution. Alexander Arnold is down on the pitch. Alexander Arnold is down on the pitch. He needs a substitution. He now needs a substitution. My God. In just 3 minutes, what has happened? No collision, no type of physical tackle coming in to Arnold, but he is down on the pitch. My goodness. Things are not looking good for Arnold over here. Things are not looking good for Arnold over here. 4 minutes on the watch. Madrid fans are just rolling it high up. Oh my goodness, Arnold is moving off the pitch. Arnold is moving off the pitch. Arnold is moving off the pitch. It is Carvajal now seen just tightening up his boots and he is coming onto the pitch. Arnold is out, guys. Alexander Arnold is out. Alexander Arnold is out of the pitch. Is that a serious injury for Arnold? What is that? But he is not seen limping off the pitch. But his face is not showing that confidence that whether he is going to miss a long tenure of the matches for Los Blancos this season. Carvajal has been the substitution. Carvajal is the substitution coming onto the pitch. So early into this and a substitution coming in. Whereas on the other hand, Juventus and Dortmund. Oh my goodness, another goal coming in. It was messed and 2-0 so close to get a goal but denied. Not a good start, I would say, for Marseille. Not a good start for the Champions League campaign for Marseille so far, but they haven't yet conceded. Not a big factor. Not a big factor. 6 minutes now on the watch. It is Huyson with the possession. He goes for Militao back to Courtois. Now Marcel are looking, settling, counting the numbers, but no way they are not man marking, not even counting the numbers. Good. Courtois going that. It is for Mastantuano. Kylian Mbappe block interception coming in from Marcel on the mid pitch. Look at that, Mastantuano with that aggressive press, just won it. Oh my God, the ball got a deflection from the first post. Mastantuano got attached to it. It could have been his first goal of the Champions League and first for Los Blancos. Militao this time going it. Carvajal looking steady enough. Valverde, Guler. Mbappe is being man marked. Mastantuono passing it. Marcel are now making those press. It is inside the box. Going in. Will they get a touch? No. Carvajal blocks it. Guler this time. Make it fast. Make it steady, my boy. Make it steady. Guler single-handedly trying it. Not going for passes. It was Valverde free over there. It was Mastantuono free over there. But Guler single-handedly trying to get past 3 players at a time. Young boy Arda Güler giving his best. Young boy Arda Güler giving his best. Look at that press from Mastantuono. He was so close. He even just the ball hits the first post. The ball just hits the first post. Now it is Rodrigo. Moving it high up, passes back, Carreras, Valverde, Faison, Tchouaméni this time. Guller goes in, Faison again, back to Guller. A run from Carreras, from the wings, he is high up. He gets that, Rodrigo has a cut in inside the box, he takes a shot, a deflection from the goalkeeper, but safe into his hands. Safe into his hands. I'm talking about just a hair-lying space where a goal can be in favor of Real Madrid. Marseille are really losing it good enough, and anytime they can concede, anytime Marseille are going to concede, anytime Marseille are going to concede. Tyson again going back to Armenia this time. But I don't know why De Zerbi is playing those trap over for those sweeper backs of Madrid, making that space high up enough. De Zerbi on his tactical inputs, I think that is a bait which he is playing, giving those spaces for the inverted backs, sweeper backs of Los Blancos to make their space high up. Is that a bait which Roberto De Zerbi and his men are playing? Because why are they giving away so much spaces for Carreras especially? Carreras has blocked that. Interception coming in. Rodrigo this time. Inside the box he goes. A shot. Rodrigo takes it. What a shot, Rodrigo, my boy. A grounded shot from Rodrigo. Not enough to get past the goalkeeper. It was a poor shot from Rodrigo. Finishing wasn't that good enough. My goodness. Los Blancos are really making. Kylian has got that. Net it, my boy. Kylian nets it. Deflection from the goalkeeper again. Deflection again coming from the goalkeeper. This time Kylian gets a shot. Look at that. Valverde is making a mockery of the Marseille defense at Santiago Bernabeu. Anything can happen in the Champions League. Anything can happen. Dortmund and Juventus, 13 minutes in it, still goalless. Still goalless, Dortmund and Juventus. My goodness, Juventus has 2 shots so far. That is what the story happening at Turin. Juventus and Dortmund, goalless. And Real Madrid and Marseille over here, look at that. Already 4 shots Los Blancos has taken. But a goal is the need of the hour. It can be comfortable enough after that. But De Zerbi and his men are really not looking good in shape. It is Aubameyang now giving that to Greenwood. Greenwood takes a left footer, block coming in. Carreras gets the block good. Out of shape. De Zerbi's men are really out of shape. They are not playing football. Roberto De Zerbi's men are not playing football for today. Definitely, I would say Roberto De Zerbi's men are not playing football for today. They are not playing football for today. And definitely, they are not playing that football for today. I need a goal coming in for Kylian Mbappe. How Real Madrid couldn't get a goal so far. How Real Madrid couldn't get a goal so far. Can Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick today in Champions? Can Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick today in Champions League? That is the question which has been put on the chat. Can Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick today? That is what the watch is Lofted coming in. Mastantuono who takes outside color. Nowhere near the woodwork. Nowhere near the woodwork. But De Zerbi with his tactical inputs, he is giving those spaces early on to the sweeper backs of Los Blancos. I think that was a bait which they were trying to have. But now look at that. They are now looking not at all good in shape. 13 minutes up. 13 minutes up. Marseille now on the lower block, passing it high. Greenwood not even having the position good enough. He passes that high up. Timo Way this time. Up against Carvajal. Carvajal is blocking him. He makes a shot. Oh my god. Timo Way takes that shot. It was close. Timo Way getting that shot. These are the two tactical places, I would say. That is what De Zerbi is time and again giving those spaces to Carreras as well as the likes of Carvajal to be high up on the pitch because it is Timo Way and Greenwood where they will be making on those counters. But Kylian Mbappe is getting the ball loose. Rodrigo this time, he is inside the box. He gets it. Gula gets a shot. Poor shot from Gula straight into the hands of Marseille goalkeeper. It is a trap, guys. It is a trap. De Zerbi, what he is playing on the pitch with his men, it is a trap because he wants Greenwood and Timo Way to be making those counters, and that is what he is doing it. That is what De Zerbi is making it. It is a pure trap which De Zerbi has laid on for Los Blancos at Santiago Bernabeu, I would say. It is a pure bait, a trap which De Zerbi has laid in for Los Blancos. It is Pavard who is staying on the right backs, Ballardi and Medina on the centre backs, Emerson, but Greenwood and Timo Way, they are the men who are really getting some sort of worries coming in. It is Carreras again getting involved. Rodrigo gets that. Tchouameni, Kylian Mbappe gets a shot. Block. Loose ball coming in so many times for Kylian Mbappe and the rest of Los Blancos. But a clinical finishing is the need of the hour. But I think De Zerbi is playing that big trap over here. No denying the fact De Zerbi is playing that big trap over here. It is a big bait. He is inviting Carreras and the likes of Carvajal to be moving high up on the pitch so that Greenwood and the likes of Timo Way could get those counters high up. It is Aubameyang making a run. Courtois gets that a clearance. Oh, Relay is the man who is making that good. This Denmark player, 24 years of age, making that good. He was prior to that to Brighton, but on loan to Marseille. Previously, he was at Celtic, Fulham. These are the teams which he has been playing. But one thing is definite over here. De Zerbi is playing a big bait. This is not the tactical glitch which De Zerbi is having because the skills of the Marseille players are not that good enough to get the possession and get the ball into the nets. But in the counters, they can be really lethal. That is what the thing is looking. Now Xabi Alonso talking with Arda Güler. He is giving those inputs to Güler to be doing onto the pitch. What is that which he would be wanting? Will he be sacrificing his mid pitch and getting those blocks coming in? And so might have sensed it that it is De Zerbi who is playing a bait. And that is the bait which Alonso's men have to make it to get the ball into the net. That is what the thing is looking over here. Well, were they getting that to Militao again? Tchouaméni, look at that. It is Aubameyang now pressing it. Tchouaméni again. Now the numbers are talking good. Marseille have now caught the gameplay good enough. It was an early opportunity. Real Madrid could have capitalized it. But now Kondogbia and the likes of Hogberg, they are now capitalizing that mid-pitch. Early chances Los Blancos have really wasted. 18 minutes now. Valverde gets a block. Militao, Tchouaméni again. Kylian this time. Kylian is speeding high up. He gets that. Matchday 2-0. Block 2. Kylian Mbappe inside the box. He has a tackle. Was that a tackle to Kylian Mbappe inside the box? Suddenly, Marseille players are coming back in their formation and looking good in shape. Gula this time, passing it. Passes happening wrong from Gula, but Aubameyang, the striker for Marseille, what has happened to his speed? He is not even caring to bother. He is not even bothered to make any sort of press. Gula this time, single-handedly, he is in a no man's land. Marseille wins that. A good block from Militao to Aubameyang. Look at that. 36 years of age, Patrick Aubameyang. Will he be the man who will be getting the goals today? But our predictions were that will Kylian Mbappe get a hat-trick today? That is what we want. If some of the chances could have been capitalized, it could have been a different story for Los Blancos so far. A 1 goal or 2 goal could have been the thing. But what is wrong? Marseille, why are they playing those lower block passes and cheaply losing away the possession? It is really, it is Aubameyang. They are staying so wide apart. Kylian takes a shot straight into the hands of the goalkeeper of Marseille. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper of Marseille over here. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper of Marseille over here. Straight into his hands. Straight into his hands. Let me just refresh this timeline. Kylian is down. My God, no, it is Gula who is down. But look at that. Benjamin Pavard from the right back is now stopping anything coming in from Rodrigo. Tchouaméni has a tackle. No cards being shown. Irfan Pelto, the referee. Thank God, no cards being shown. Kondogbia this time from Marseille, passing it to Pavard. Pavard gets that. Greenwood trying to cross it. My goodness. Marseille are trying to make those crosses from the likes of Greenwood. It is some sort of a mixture which is looking, oh my goodness, it is Greenwood who has won that tackle. He is going inside the box. Will he pass it? He goes that. Oh my goodness, what a shit it is. That is what I was saying. It was a trap. It was a bait from De Zerbi. Alonso just couldn't sense it. Xabi Alonso just couldn't sense it. I was seeing it from the start of the stream. I was knowing it. It was De Zerbi who was playing that bait. He is that manager capable enough. He had laid the bait good enough. And it was a good tackle. Greenwood finally making that aggressive press to Gula and passes that to Timo Wey. Timo Wey earlier had a chance up against Carvajal, now against Militao and Courtois. He nets that. I was saying it from the start of the stream that it is De Zerbi who was laying that trap. It was a trap from De Zerbi, and Alonso at the likes of Santiago Bernabeu has really fallen into the traps of De Zerbi. It is a trap laid by De Zerbi, and Alonso has fallen in it cheaply. Cheaply. It is a trap which was laid by De Zerbi, and Alonso and his men have just fallen into it. Big upset, man. Big upset. The two match days which has happened earlier, it was at home where PSV Eindhoven has faced a defeat, and it was Athletic who faced a defeat at home. And it is now Real Madrid one down up against the likes of Olympic Marseille. So many chances wasted, my boys. So many chances wasted. I was saying it. It was De Zerbi. Look at that. 9 shots taken, 6 on target. It is a bait which De Zerbi has laid in. Look at that. 9 shots Los Blancos took, 6 on target. But not capitalizing that good enough. Not capitalizing that good enough. 1 goal coming in. That defensive aspect, De Zerbi has laid a big trap, big bait, and Alonso and his men are still not being able to analyze that good enough. It is the inexperience which is being shown. Again, look at that. What is that? The goalkeeper, it is really, what is name? What is his name? Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille, what is he doing? He is looking doped. Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille, is really looking dope. It is the second time he has lost his balance with the ball inside the box, but not conceding. Carreras this time trying to find it. Pavard is there. Oh my god. Greenwood again making that. Greenwood is again. I'm saying it. De Zerbi has laid that trap. It is Way again. Timo Way gets a shot. Oh my goodness. Courtois somehow saves that. Timo Way. Look at the shots which he is playing. It is the trap which De Zerbi has laid. And time and again, Alonso's men are falling onto that. 25 years of age, Timo Way from United States, the country. He was from Juventus prior to that at Lille, Celtic, Paris Saint-Germain Academy, PSG. He has got that sole goal in this. It is a big trap. De Zerbi has played a big trap for Alonso's man at the Santiago Bernabeu, and time and again they are falling on it. Cross coming in, Los Blancos this time, a header deflection from Marseille. Aubameyang up against the likes of Carreras. A tackle good enough, but not good enough to get past Carreras. Tchouaméni building it. Now Rodrigo on the wings. Passes that. Guler has shifted his position from the mid pitch to the inverted left attacking mid pitch. He goes that. Rodrigo this time gets in. It is a penalty. Rodrigo has been tackled inside the box, and it is a penalty. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is now a penalty. It is a bait. Time and again I am saying it is a bait. De Zerbi and his men has laid a trap for Los Blancos at Santiago Bernabeu, and time and again they are falling it. But thank God Rodrigo made that inside the box. He was being tackled. He had a fall inside the box, and referee Irfan Pinto straight gives it a penalty. That is what the thing is. That is what this thing is. I think that was Kondogbia, the man from Marseille, who made that tackle. From Dobia, the man who made that tackle to Rodrigo, now a penalty being taken. Kylian Mbappe, net it, my boy, net it, don't miss this. Kylian Mbappe looking in, just relaxing his pressure. It is Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille. He is there at the Santiago Bernabeu. Kylian is going to take that. He has got those 4 goals in the 3 La Liga matches. Make that, my boy, make that. Net it. Kylian takes that. Yes, it is the goal. It is the goal. 1-1 is the scoreline, man. Come on, make it big. 1-1 is the scoreline. Kylian nets that. Oof. But time and again, De Zerbi and his men laying those traps for Los Blancos to be moving high up from their sweeper backs, and they are making those counters from Timo Way as well as the likes of Greenwood. That is where Xabi Alonso has to keep his men down. They can't afford to keep 2 centre backs. They have to come in with 3 centre backs. 1 each is the scoreline. My goodness, 60% votes we have got in our live chat for Marseille. Real Madrid fans, man, go give your votes, boys. Give your votes. Oof, 1 each is the scoreline. Can we get a hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe? That is what the question is there onto the chat. Can we get a hat-trick for Kylian today? I want this man to be roaring high up. 29 minutes onto the watch. From Dobia, the tackle which he was trying to make time and again, but this time inside the box, concedes a penalty. Rodrigo wins it and Kylian nets that penalty goal. On the other hand, Juventus and Dortmund goalless, not a goal being scored. Turin, Juventus, 4 shots only. Dortmund are really playing low on the blocks. Look at that, only 1 shot they have got. 62% possession Dortmund are making. But we are now watching that Marseille and Los Blancos. Carreras inside the box, goes in. He is inside the box. Mastantuono this time gets a pass in from Carreras. He single-handedly get past 1, 2, 3 players. It was Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille, who finally gets that trap laid. I don't know, at times it is looking like a De Zerbi trap which Los Blancos is falling in time and again, or it is those tactical clinical finishings which Los Blancos is lacking and up against Marseille, that too at home. Oof. I thought it would be a cakewalk. It was looking so happening from the first 5 to 10 minutes. But Marseille, no way from anywhere they are getting those shots. But Marseille are not interested in keeping the possession. Kondogbia and Hauberg on the mid pitch. Look at that, it is 3 centre back which Marseille are keeping it consistently on their aggressive press. Now they get that. Greenwood, will he keep the ball? Yes, inside the pitch. Emerson now high up. Look at the fluidity. De Zerbi with the fluidity in the team which he gets. Greenwood gets that. Lose again. He gets that. Team away, will he pass that? No, Greenwood again. Changes it. Crosses that. Loose ball inside the box. Kondogbia gets that. It is a shot. A block interception coming in. Kondogbia asking for a penalty, I think. Tchouaméni, it has been a block from him, but his hand was close to his body, I guess. Irfan Pelto not getting any decisions on that. Rather, the gameplay is on the move. Mastantuono this time. Kondogbia is the man. Mastantuono gets that. He is the sole man doing the talking. Pavard gets the interception somehow from the far post. Kylian this time. Get it, my boy. Inside the box goes. Takes a shot. Block. Block to Kylian. Rodrigo this time. Inside the box, Marseille are inviting Los Blancos. Oh, Chouameni gets a shot! Rulli gets a touch to it, I guess. Rulli gets a touch to it, I guess. It is the goalkeeper Rulli from Marseille gets a yes. It was a block coming in. What a padding movement. Rulli is such a marvelous goalkeeper. He is. Either Militao got a touch to his hand of the ball, but his hand was close to his body. His hand was close to his body. Kondobia must be referring for a penalty for that handball. Look at that. Rulli is getting the hold of the ball good enough. Irfan Pelto, the referee, now being on the question. A tackle coming in from Militao to Rulli. Rulli is down on the pitch. He is asking for the referee Irfan Pelto to take some decisions, but Irfan Pelto not even interested in making anything. Give your votes, guys. Who is going to be winning this? Give your votes. Aubameyang is really out of shape. 36 years of age. Patrick Aubameyang, previously he was asserted at Dortmund, then moving to Chelsea and whatnot, but 36 years of age, Patrick Aubameyang is really out of shape. A yellow card. Finally, Chouameni gets that. Chouameni gets that, a yellow card. Irfan Pelto giving Chouameni a yellow card for that tackle. The first card, first booking of this game is for Chouameni, a yellow card. But Real Madrid has really wasted big scoring opportunities. The first match day, and it is happening like this. 14 shots, 9 on target, but only one goal from a penalty. That is not what Real Madrid fans deserve to be having. Free kick. Marseille are going to take that. Whether Emerson or Greenwood, who is going to take that? Who is going to take that? Will that be a worrying moment for Courtois? Greenwood takes that. What a cross from Greenwood! I mean, De Zerbi and his men are sometimes playing really weird. Roberto De Zerbi and his men, I don't know why, at times they are really playing bit weird at positions. They are really playing bit weird at times. What is that wrong happening to them? It is some sort of a weird gameplay which is looking in from De Zerbi and his men time and again. Some sort of a weird playmaking they are having. De Zerbi is a very tactical, profound manager and he can be lethal. A corner coming in. Marcel takes that. Block. Los Blancos has got rid of that set piece good enough. Ball off for a throw now. 37 minutes on the watch. One each is the score line. One each is the score line. 38 minutes. That too at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid up against the likes of Marseille. Carras goes that for Hyson. Well worth it this time. Look at the mid pitch. That is the place where Los Blancos are struggling in, I would say. Militao losing that. Oh, really takes a shot. No worries for Courtois this time. Olympic Marseille players are taking those long range shots so far from the box. But the first shot which Timo Werner took, it was a bit worrying. Juventus and Dortmund still goalless. Tottenham and Arsenal over here, if we look at, oh my goodness, Tottenham has got their one goal. Luis Jr. is the man. Benfica and Karabakh FK, what is this? Oh my goodness, Benfica 2, Karabakh 1. Lethal counters happening over here. Benfica 2, Karabakh FK 1. Lethal counters, look at that. Valencia has got a goal, Pavlidis has got a goal from Benfica, but Karabakh has been able to get past Rubin. Great effort from Karabakh FK against Benfica. Oh my god, but the first goal came in, 2 goals for Benfica. Now Karabakh getting those equalizers, trying to get that. Aubameyang again. Thank God, oh my goodness. Aubameyang showed his lethal form just right now. It was Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille, passing that. Militao was loose on the defense. Aubameyang, offensive awareness so good enough. He turns it. He knows where the ball was going in. He turns it from his left leg. He takes a shot from his right foot. Few inches off the first post. Courtois would have been really in trouble if he would have considered that second. Now Marseille are showing that they are lethal enough. Kylian gets that. Guler, man marked. On a no man's land, passes that back to Chouameni. This time, match time 2 on 0. Marseille, the defensive block is really working marvelous. It is now the things looking that De Zerbi was playing those false traps for Los Blancos to be making them high up on their super backs, because he wanted his Timo Werner and Greenwood to get those 2 upset goals early on. That is what the trap was. But Xabi Alonso has been totally fooled by De Zerbi's trap. That is what I would say. Kylian Mbappe gets a shot. What is wrong with Kylian Mbappe? Every shot he is taking, he is just shooting it straight onto the hands of Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille. My goodness, how you could afford to get so many shots just from the edge of the box and bit inside the box, but missing it, and that too at home. Courtois gets the clearance, goes high for Kylian. A throw coming in. Los Blancos now, this time close to the box. Rulli is getting the clearance good. Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille, I don't know why first 2 times he was having some sort of losing balance inside the box, but his saves has been really big. Look at that. Kylian Mbappe's shot being blocked by Rulli time and again. He has considered just by a penalty. Apart from that, he has been impressive. Big savior for Marseille, their goalkeeper Rulli this time. Forward getting that interception. Goes that. Oh my goodness, Militao is down onto the pitch. It is a fight, tussle going on between Aubameyang and the likes of Militao on the pitch. A big tussle happening there on the pitch. But I would say Xabi Alonso playing Rodrigo early in the starting lineup has been a good job, because in the second half, Vinicius Jr., when he will be coming in, it will be a good watch. because Benjamin Pavard, he has that experience of Vinicius Junior. It will be a fight good to look at. Pavard has been that solid defense which Marseille are exploiting. Rulli this time from Marseille goes it high up. Pavard this time is rising high. First time the sweeper back from Marseille is moving high up. Passes that to Greenwood. But no, Marseille will be contended if they are keeping this draw to the first half. 43 minutes are up. 2 minutes left for the first half to conclude. Look at that. Every time De Zerbi and his men are trying to drop the pitch so that they can make their counters from the wings. That is a big trap. I was saying it from the start of the stream. De Zerbi is always known for laying his traps. And the first half, I would say, a successful one for Marseille. Successful first half for Marseille so far. Rulli again going for a long ball. This time Aubameyang. No, Carvajal gets the block. Back to Courtois. This time Hoyson. It is a foul. It is a foul. Aubameyang has a foul to Hoyson. A war looking happening over here. A bad tackle from Aubameyang, but no cards being shown. No cards being shown. Irfan Pelto, the referee, not showing a card for that tackle which Aubameyang made to Hoyson. Kondogbia this time. He passes it good. Hojberg. Back to Hojberg again. Kondogbia. Zerbi instructing from the sidelines to make those passes onto the wings. Look at that. This time it is Pavard. Benjamin Pavard in the late first half now seen moving higher. 45 minutes are up. 3 minutes of added time for the first half. 3 minutes of added time for this first half. Alonso's men have really fallen in trap to Marseille in the first half. De Zerbi and his men have really made this trap, and Alonso has been significantly not being able to just analyze it. After those 25 minutes, he was looking down with Carreras and Carvajal, not making those moves. But Marseille have successfully made those first half progression so far. One each. Big move from Marseille. Big move from Marseille in the playmaking. It is an early ball. Kylian has got that. Buller gets a shot. Hit missing the woodwork. Buller gets that shot again, but so far from the box, my boy. It is that young mind Guler who is getting impatient because he had some words with Alonso, but not being able to tactically just analyze the game. And that is why his desperate move of taking that shot far from the box, and no way a threat it is for Rulli. Referee in way between the Marseille defense, but ball is safe with Rulli. There was some sort of obstruction from Irfan Pelto, the referee on the mid page for Marseille. Oh my god, look at that. Hopper gets that. Carreras gets the interception good. It is the numbers counting on the mid pitch. Alonso are being trapped the same way he was playing at Leverkusen, and it is Marseille the same way they are making the trap high enough for Los Blancos at Santiago Bernabeu. That is the thing which is looking. That is the thing which is looking. The thing which Leverkusen used to do at Bundesliga with Alonso, the same thing Marseille are making in those build-ups against Los Blancos for this game. Kylian, he is having that ball. Will he change the wings? No, single-handedly goes that. Maston to oh no! Maston Tuono takes that shot free in the space inside the box. But Rulli again saves it. Rulli again saves it. Young boy Maston Tuono just misses it bad. But why Kylian Mbappe on a free space getting that first dribble just didn't take that shot? With his right foot, he was there to take that first double touch and a shot, but he passes on to Maston Tuono. But Maston Tuono's shot was definitely aware goalkeeping coming in from Rulli. My goodness, De Zerbi, Roberto De Zerbi has laid a pure trap, and Alonso's men have fallen into that. I would say that. I would say that. Being a Madrid fan over here, but I would say that what a class game it was from Marseille. What a class game. Juventus and Dortmund is also goalless. Tottenham and Villarreal, it is the halftime. 1 up Tottenham. Benfica and Karabakh halftime. 2-1 is the scoreline. My goodness. De Zerbi and his men have played a big trap. Big trap. De Zerbi and his men have played. Big trap it is. Alonso couldn't just have the estimate that De Zerbi and Marseille players will be playing those big traps. Definitely a big trap that was. Look at the stats, 18 shots Real Madrid has taken, 11 on target, and that too at the Santiago Bernabeu. This is the Champions League, my boys. This is the Champions League. That is what Champions League is. Much awaited for the big clash of the European teams. That is what the Champions League is all about. It is all about the Champions League and the setbacks today, which has come in Arsenal in the away fixture against Athletic. Athletic losing at home, 3 points, and PSV Eindhoven at home losing to St. Kilos. Two of the upsets coming at home, and Benfica over here 2-1 now is the scoreline. Tottenham 1-0 is the scoreline. Juventus and Dortmund goalless. Real Madrid and Marseille, it is 1 each. But a worry for Los Blancos if they are not going to get upset moments. But can we get a hat trick for Kylian Mbappe? We need those title defending moments from Kylian to be coming in. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I need a break, guys. I need a break. I need a loo break. I'll be just back in 2 minutes. We'll be back for the second half soon, but I will take a short 2 minute break. Real Madrid with this gameplay are surely looking that they in the midfield are lacking a box to box player. That is what I would say. One orchestrating player and a box to box player is what Real Madrid is lacking. That is what I would say. That is definitely Real Madrid is lacking in their squad depth. In this game so far, Real Madrid is lacking in their squad depth. That is what I would say. It is the lack of the squad depth for Real Madrid. That is what is some sort of orchestrator, some sort of box to box player on the pitch is the need of the player of the hour. That is what the thing is looking. That is what the thing is looking. Let me just show you this thing over here so that it can be good enough. Where is that? Champions League fixtures, fixtures. Where are the fixtures? Los Blancos. Here it is. Look at the field mapping and the pass mapping. Look at this. I will now put this onto the screen. Look at this, the pass mapping which has been happening. It is homes for Real Madrid, Courtois, number one being staying over here. But look at that. Huyson and the likes of Militao are staying over here. But it is Arnold who has been replaced by Carvajal. Look at that place. It is Timo Way and Greenwood who are passing this. Greenwood is getting those spaces high enough from Huyson, but look at that. Carreras is so close to the mid pitch. He is being called, he is being given that free space. He is being invited. De Zerbi and his men are really inviting Carreras to be coming high up. And that is what Carreras is getting it. Look at his positioning. Carreras is staying just close to the half line. Number 14, Chouameni, he is in a no man's land. Number 14, Chouameni, who has to be in between 24 and 3 over here between Militao and Huyson. But number 14, Chouameni is so high up and Carreras being over there. But look at that. It is a trap which Chouameni and Carreras are falling in time and again. It is Valverde who is staying close enough. That is the space, but Chouameni, why is this number 14 staying so high up on the page? Number 15, Guller, who has been previously on the right part of the page, at times he is moving to the left part. Guller is playing that whole movement at times. But Rodrigo, Kylian Mbappe, again Mastantuono, these are the three men who are staying high up on the defensive aspects of Marseille. But for Marseille's passing map, look at this. It is the De Zerbi who has kept Greenwood high up. It is Aubameyang who is pressing it consistently against Militao, provoking him. But number 17, O'Reilly, look at his positioning. He is staying so close to Aubameyang at times. But Timo Way and the likes of Greenwood, they are spreading the pitch high up. They are spreading the pitch high up. But Kondobia and the likes of Hofberg, they have got some missed passes. But this is the place where they are playing those four diamonds in the mid pitch. Number 28, Pavard, solid, rock solid defense from Pavard so far. Bellardi 5 and Medina, I would say a decent job. But Rulli, number 1, the goalkeeper, De Zerbi has laid that perfect trap for Alonso's men. And Alonso's men are getting that trap. They are falling into that trap because the lack of the squad in the depth of a box-to-box player and an orchestrating player on the mid-pitch, that is what they are lacking. But De Zerbi keeping the field restricted into his own half. Look at that. Number 10, Greenwood, Timo Way. They are just restricting the pitch into their own half. But Los Blancos, look at that. They are getting spread. No way. Carreras losing his position. Chouameni out of his position. Only Valverde, Militao, and the likes of Huyson, these are the three men who are on the defense making it good. Big worrying moments, guys. Big worrying moments. Valverde is that box to box player who can make that effect. But in the lineup, I would just now show, look at this. It is Valverde on the box to box in the mid pitch. Militao has been really poor. Bison has been decent, but Carreras is moving high up, but on the defensive aspects up against the likes of Greenwood, he is totally missing it. Rodrigo has done a decent job, won a penalty at least, getting into the box. Pavard just laid that too cheaply to Rodrigo, but Chouamini is the factor where he is not getting that shape. But Gula has been totally outclassed. Arda Gula, what is wrong with this young boy? He has been totally outclassed. Turkey was demolished by Spain in the FIFA qualifiers, but this man Arda Gula is really looking out of shape. Mastantuono has penetrated the box but not getting that goal. But Kylian Mbappe getting a penalty has been the story. Aubameyang, if he gets a goal, it would be tough for Los Blancos to recover it from the second half. But can Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick? It is that man who has the foundation and he can lay it, and it is the need of the hour. That is solely the need of the hour. Will the likes of substitutions be coming in for Los Blancos? Because already Arnold is out. It is Carvajal who is in. Ceballos, Camavinga, Jude Bellingham. Will Bellingham be called in or Gula be given those second half time up to those 60-65 minutes? Because Gula has been really poor today. Gula has been really poor today. Jude Bellingham, Brahim Diaz, Camavinga, Ceballos, the midfield options are there. Will Alonso make that substitution early or will he give that time enough for Gula to be making it? But for Marseille over here, look at that. It is Kangdobia who was a bit poor. He conceded a penalty as well. He conceded many missed passes as well. But Hochberg, O'Reilly, Greenwood, Timove have been decent. Only Kangdobia is the factor where Deserbi will be having those worries. But Kongdobia, he is that player on the defensive mid pitch. He loves to play. Angel Gomez attacking mid pitch is the option which Deserbi has got. Where Miren is the option on the defensive mid pitch, but where Miren is too slow for that. He has played for Atletico, Leipzig, Marseille now playing in. Nadir is also that attacking mid pitch. Bakola, talking about him, he is from the France under 18, a young man, 17 years of age into the squad. But Deserbi hasn't got those options of substitutions for the defensive mid pitch. Only Vermiren is the man who can be called in. Will there be any substitutions coming in? Will Alonso be making almost from the first whistle? Both Real Madrid and Marseille have adopted an approach of all-out attack, but how Real Madrid just couldn't get 2 or 3 goals because 18 shots taken, 11 on target. It has been a poor clinical finishings from Los Blancos in the first half. Hope that is not the story in the second half, but Deserbi has played a big bait and he has been successful in the first half. Will Alonso go for those substitutions? Bison now just having a hug with Courtois. Greenwood coming onto the pitch. Mason Greenwood, Pavard, these are the men who are quite familiar in the Champions League in the terms of faces. Any substitutions coming in for Los Blancos so far? No. Irfan Pelto. Chouameni is having some words with Irfan Pelto because of the yellow card being shown to him. But what is wrong with Gula? Why he is looking in some sort of a dumbstruck position? But the stats have been really disheartening. 11 shots on target. But Gula is on the pitch. Alonso still has confidence in Arda Güler and he is still on the pitch. So Alonso, I don't think that he is going for any substitutions. The same lineup, the same lineup which was there in the starting, and it is that the second half is about to begin. Irfan Bando blows the whistle, good enough. Mbappe passes back, Courtois, long range, left footer for Valverde, denied. Marseille are just maintaining their formation. It is some sort of a pass for Aubameyang. Carvajal gets that. Courtois goes that. Faison this time. Faison tries to change the wings. Timo Way gets that interception. Timo Way is showing a good character. Carreras this time goes in for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's first touch poor enough for Carreras. A tackle coming in. Pavard gets that, but a yellow card so early in the second half. Benjamin Pavard gets that a yellow card, but he saves a good counter coming in from Carreras in the just starting of the second half. Rigid defense of Marseille, but Pavard getting a yellow card. He will be careful because any more tackles can lead to a red card. Militao, what a lofted pass on the centre back. Carreras gets that to Guler. Kylian this time. Changes the wings, goes for Matchday 2-0. Missed pass from Kylian. What a bad game this is looking. What a bad game this is looking. Madrid are really making those missed passes. Marseille are making those missed passes. Is this a Champions League picture? It is looking somewhat like a second division or a third division playmaking happening. Juventus. Oh my goodness, Dortmund has got a goal early in the second half. Karim Adeyemi has scored. 52nd minute, Dortmund has scored. It is the third upset of the matchday one coming in at home. Juventus trailing 1-0 to Dortmund. Tottenham still one up. Oh my God, Karabakh 2-each Karabakh with Benfica at home for the match day one. Big upsets are there. Big upsets are there. Arsenal winning that at St. Mims against Athletic. Union St. Louis winning it against PSV Eindhoven. Upsets, guys. Upsets are looking. Guller now with that free kick. Corner. Left footer. What a poor cross from Guler. My son gets that interception. Good for Greenwood. Benjamin Pavard from France. Kylian Mbappe from France. Pavard has been that rock solid defense and he is playing that pivotal role. Damn, we have got those 60% votes on our poll for Marseille to be winning this. Oof, the underdogs are creating those upsets in the match they won. That is what the storyline is. Ruli, Ruli at times in the first half was lacking in confidence, or was that another trap which Deserby was having? But suddenly now look at Ruli, he is roaring high with confidence. At times, what is Marseille doing in their defense? And they are succumbing to the pressure which Real Madrid are creating, but Los Blancos not being able to capitalize that. Guler this time. Kylian gets a shot. Oh my God, what a shot from Kylian. Master magical shot coming in, Kylian Mbappe this time. Look at that. Kylian Mbappe was trying to just squeeze the ball with his right footed shot. Deflection, another corner coming in. Gula takes that. Gula is really out of shape today, my boy. Gula is really out of shape for today. Only 3 match days in the La Liga, and now Real Madrid playing it in the Champions League first match day. But the team is not yet looking to be settling in good shape. Domeni, Huyson is tracking back, passing that to Carreras. Domeni again. Domeni changes the wings, goes in. Kylian. No. Rigid defense of Marseille. Rigid defense of Marseille. Marseille are playing that rigid defense. But now it is Aubameyang high up. Marseille with the build-up. Greenwood from the left wings goes in inside the box. Little or really just inside the box gets a cut in, but Aubameyang was no way near the ball to take a shot into the nets. Kondogbia, Fabberg, both are playing those defensive mid-pitch in the second half quite decent as compared to what they were doing in the first half. They are decent. What this time? Greenwood getting tackled. Carras has got that tackle. Alonso on the sidelines getting excited. Pavard again getting that clearance. Look at that. Benjamin Pavard again getting that clearance. Greenwood is down on the page, but Irfan Pelto asking for the gameplay to continue. Oh my god, Carras and Greenwood had a great collision. Big collision it was. Unfortunately, none of the players were injured. Tchouaméni, Valverde, Militao this time. Goes for Hassan. Kondogbia misses that. Gula has got it. Changes the wings. It is for Carvajal on the wings. Carvajal goes for a cross. Rulli holds it good. Rulli is getting those saves from nowhere. Look at that. On the other side of the globe, Dortmund has got a 1 goal lead against Juventus at Turin. 11 shots for Juventus, 2 on target, but Dortmund with the possession and 6 shots, 2 on target, and a goal for Karim Adeyemi. My goodness. Home sides are losing in the match day one so far. Oh my god. Will this be the story at Los Blancos? What will be the story? 53 minutes are now up. Mastantuano gets a shot. Really, my god. Every shot which Los Blancos are taking, Rulli is getting those big saves. Rulli is getting those big saves. Big saves coming in for Rulli. Big saves coming in for Rulli. From nowhere, he is making those big saves. Mbappe this time gets a shot. Blocked inside the box. Mbappe is down on the pitch. Kondogbia clears that. Goes for Aubameyang. Aubameyang is being tackled. Militao gets that goal. Oh my god, look at that. This game is really looking a big fight, and Los Blancos, the way they are playing, it is really looking a bad gameplay coming in. Look at that. Mbappe had a bad fall, but the referee not giving any cards for that. The referee not even giving any card for that. But a bad gameplay it is looking. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Xabi Alonso is looking red hot. A yellow card coming in now for Militao. Tchouaméni has got a card. Militao has got a card. These are the two yellow cards which has been given. Ifan fell to the referee. But for Marseille, it is Pavard who has got a yellow card. Will that yield to any red card? My goodness. Big worries, big worries. Big worries that is. Big worries that is. I was expecting Kylian Mbappe to be getting a hat trick today, and that is what the need of the hour. Aubameyang getting past Valverde. He goes that. Timo Wey this time. Timo Wey is up there. He passes that. Aubameyang takes a shot. What a class shot it was. Aubameyang takes that, and the Madrid defense are not even tracking back. They are getting outnumbered. Aubameyang gets a shot so good enough. It was a power shot from Aubameyang, but straight for Courtois, and Courtois gets that a good save. Look at that power from Patrick Aubameyang. De Zerbi and his men in the second half now, after 55 minutes, are looking empowering with the possession. Rulli this time. Look at him, he's so high up, he's so high up. Rulli, the goalkeeper of Marseille, now he is so high up. Why won't he be? Because Los Blancos have got, look at that, 21 shots. All in all, poor shots being taken. 21 shots, 12 on target, that too at the Santiago Bernabeu, and getting only a goal from a penalty. Poor shape, poor shape. Mastantuono this time. Going for Carvajal. Again back to Mastantuono. Marseille on their defensive aspects, they have just rested in the first half. They are looking with full fresh energy. Timo Wey going this time. Oh really? Mason Greenwood this time. Getting involved. Marseille with the possession, not trying to go high up. Pavard passes back. Marseille are in no mood of getting any possession gameplay. Kondogbia this time up against Gula. Gula is really out of shape, my boy. Arda Gula is out of shape. This time Greenwood gets a cut in. Will he pass? No, he is single-handedly up against Carreras. Greenwood takes a shot. It was Aubameyang, but a clearance coming in. Hoyson gets that block to Aubameyang, good enough. Real Madrid are not getting any reply. Real Madrid are not getting any reply in the second half to that rigid tactical input from De Zerbi. Some box-to-box and orchestrating players are needed in the mid-pitch, either Brahim Diaz or it is like so Bellingham. It is some sort of need of substitutions Alonso has to make. 59 minutes on the watch. 59 minutes on the watch. Kylian Mbappe is lacking of his pace as well. Number 5, the captain of Marseille is down on the pitch. Oh my god. Alonso is now making the change. Mastantuono is out and Brahim Diaz is in. What? Alonso is calling off the substitution. Alonso is calling off the substitution. What a move! It was Brahim Diaz who was coming onto the pitch and Mastantuono was getting replaced. And now Alonso changing, he is calling off the substitution. This is what a Madrid mentality is looking. Is this a Madrid mentality looking from Alonso? Not enough, my boy, not enough. I'm saying it time and again. This is not looking a Madrid mentality from Alonso. He was going for the substitution, but he finally calls Brahim Diaz off. What is that? Is this a game which Los Blancos are playing? Real Madrid, are they making fun of this? Dobia goes for Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood is hell as always. Misses that. Good block coming from Carreras. Carreras is now moving it high up. Berardi gets that block. Number 5, Berardi. Greenwood gets the clearance somehow. What is wrong with Xabi Alonso? He was going to make that substitution. Brahim Diaz was there on the sidelines. Now he is bringing Vinicius Jr. I guess Diaz is now getting substituted. Xabi Alonso is looking out of his mind. In the sidelines, he was going for the substitutions of Brahim Diaz and dropping in Mastantuono. And now I guess both Vinicius Jr. and Brahim Diaz are now coming in. But why Brahim Diaz was called back from the sidelines? Some tactical inputs which now Xabi Alonso is trying to make with Vini and the likes of Brahim Diaz, two experienced men. Brahim Diaz not on the sidelines, it is Vinicius Jr. Yes, both. Thank God. Both Rodrigo getting replaced by Vinicius Jr. Rodrigo is off the pitch. Vini is coming in. And Mastantuono is off the pitch. And finally Brahim Diaz. My goodness. I thought what was that lame move which Alonso was making, only bringing in the likes of Brahim Diaz. Mastantuono, young kid in the block, did his job good but couldn't get those two clinical finishings. He was close to the nets. Now he is being replaced by Brahim Diaz, and on the other hand, it is Vinicius Jr., the experience, coming in and replacing his Brazilian teammate Rodrigo. Forward this time goes in. Hyson has been tackled bad by Aurelien. No cards being shown by Irfan Pelto. No cards being shown by Irfan Pelto. A bad tackle it was. O'Reilly made that tackle bad to Hyson. What is that? Dortmund and Juventus 2 each. Yildiz has got a goal, Vlahovic has got a goal, but for Dortmund, it is Adeyemi who first got that. Oh my god, it is the goals galore which is happening at Turin. That was our prediction and it is looking happening. Tottenham still one up against Villarreal. Benfica, Karabag, FK. I knew that, 2 each. Predictions were going good enough. Juventus, Dortmund 2 each. Now Jobe Bellingham coming in. Nico Kovac against Tudor. What will be the storyline? But more interested in Real Madrid and Marseille over in this fixture at Santiago Bernabeu. 3 points is definitely the need because the new rule change in the UEFA where if the team is going to get the win over in these group stage matches, then in the knockout stages it will be those home fixtures advantage will the winning team will definitely have. That will be the thing. That will be the thing. The home advantage is what the need of the hour. So home advantage will be the is the need of the hour which Real Madrid has to take into account. Now Marcel Deserby is making those substitutions. Paxo, Vermeeren, I knew that Vermeeren was going to be incoming in. I guess Kondobia is out, yes. So now fresh legs into the pitch. It will be good to watch what is happening. How many goals are they now going to be scoring? Kondobia is out, Vermeeren is in, Orile is out, and Paxo is in. So Marcel in their lineups getting two substitutions, whereas Alonso has to get three substitutions because of Alexander Arnold's early departure from the pitch. But Greenwood, I think, is out of his gas. Timo Way, will he be looking to put that pressure? But 36 years old Aubameyang is not looking cooking good enough. Not looking cooking good enough. Vinny Jr. this time has got the patient inside the box goes. He is inside the box. Pavard gets that block. Benjamin Pavard, he is doing that rock solid defense on that right part of the center back. Suddenly, on the arrival of Vinicius Jr., the ball is rolling on the left part of the pitch on a good note for Los Blancos. And I can sense a goal is seen incoming. A goal is seen incoming. Vinny Jr. upon his arrival is making the ball rolling on the left wings. Cooler takes that. Inside the box, Vinny Jr. gets a shot. Or was that Carvajal? What an absolute brilliant defending it was from Marseille, so close to the nets. Again, a corner coming in. Madrid, we're talking about them. It is the seventh corner which they are going to be taking. But only getting a goal from a penalty. That is what the story is. Look at that. Rulli and Carvajal. Carvajal has got a head, but oh my goodness, Carvajal has got a headbutt to Rulli. What is wrong with Dani Carvajal? What is wrong with Dani Carvajal? Madrid mentality is looking really bad. 69 minutes on the watch and Rulli is down on the pitch. Carvajal has got a head strike to Rulli, but what was the need of that? What was the need of that? What an ugly gameplay this is looking. A VAR of a potential red card check for Carvalho is looping. Already Arnold is out. Carvalho is such a senior player in the squad and he is giving those head knock to Rulli. What was that need? Was Rulli saying something abruptly slang for Carvalho? Oh my god, a potential VAR red card check is now, it is going to be taken. Irfan Pelto, the referee, now going to take a potential red card check. Oh my god, this is on the VAR. It is a, my goodness, what is Irfan Pelto going to give after watching this? A potential red card check. My goodness, Carvajal, what was the need, my boy? What was the need of that headbutt? Referee has taken his time. Irfan Pelto now moving to the pitch. Oh my god, he is using. Oh my god, a red card it is for Carvajal. It is a red card to Dani Carvajal. Back from the injuries, making his move in the FIFA Club World Cup. He played those La Liga matches as well. And now a red card it is being shown by Irfan Pelto, the referee, to Dani Carvajal, the senior man in the squad. I'm really saying it. Madrid with Xabi Alonso not showing that mentality, my boy. I'm really saying it time and again from the start. Xabi Alonso, the curse of the Spanish manager for Real Madrid. It is that curse of the Spanish manager which is being carried in. It is Dani Carvajal who has lost his temper and just given that head tackle to Rulli. Big upsetting, man. Big upset. Big upset that is. Big upset that is. That is what on our live poll we have been getting those. Oh man. Los Blancos at Santiago Bernabeu down to 10 man. My goodness. Dortmund 3, Juventus 2 on the other side of the globe. At Turin, it is just now Yen Kodo on the 74th minute has got a goal. Tottenham 1 up against Villarreal. Karabakh, Benfica 2 each. A corner coming in. Who is going to take that? 73 minutes on the watch. Real Madrid down to 10 man. Oof, what a bad move from Carvajal as well. Alonso has dropped in Arda Güler and brought in Asensio, Raul Asensio, defensive reinforcements. So will only Kylian Mbappe, will he be staying high up? Valverde is there on the mid page. Momeni, Militao high up, but Hyson and Asensio are staying deep. Bellingham is there, Camavinga is there, but are they fit enough to be making those substitutions? I don't think so. Marseille are now having that player advantage, one man, but they are in no mood of getting in those positions. Rather, they are waiting for those counters. That is what De Zerbi has laid that trap for Alonso's men, and they have been successful so far. A bit of relief for A bit of relief it was for Alonso De Zerbi's men, but will they be able to capitalize it, or will Real Madrid be getting those sharp edges from Kylian Mbappe or Vinicius Junior? But I needed a penalty from Kylian Mbappe. I needed a penalty from Kylian Mbappe. Harburg now getting a yellow card. Oh my god. A yellow card for Harburg now. A yellow card coming in for Harburg for that ugly tackle to Brahim Diaz. Oof. Medina, their number 32, gets a yellow card. Valverde is now doing the talking. He has been given that free space. He is moving on to the wings. He gets that. Kylian Mbappe. What a shot from Kylian Mbappe. What is he trying to do? Kylian Mbappe is trying to do some magic. He is trying to do some out of this world shot onto the pitch. But what is the need of that? Keep the hold of the ball, keep it inside the box and take that shot instead of going for those bicycle kicks, bicycle half volley shots. Carras has won that tackle. Vinny Jr. this time inside the box. Vinny is moving in. Vinny is playing deceptive. He needs a penalty. Vinicius Jr., I think he is playing deceptive, but winning a penalty inside the box can also be a good factor. Winning a penalty inside the box can also be a good factor. Madrid has to get that win. Madrid has to get that win. It is Vinny this time, moving in. He takes a shot. My goodness, Rulli again saves it. Rulli again saves it. Oof. Juventus and Dortmund 3-2. That is what the underdogs of the Champions League play. So Vinny gets that. Vinny this time. Vinny inside the box. Again a penalty. Oh my god. It is a penalty now being given. What is that? Ivan Palto now checking. Yes, his hand was away from his body. My goodness. There is a contact with the hand, definitely, but is that a penalty going to be given? Is that a penalty which is going to be given? Yes, that is what I was trying. When he was looking to be deceptive and trying to win a penalty, and now it is the second penalty of this game. My goodness, it is the oh my god, Dortmund 4 Juventus 2. Home sides are losing on the match day one. Home sides are losing. Only Tottenham is getting that. Home sides have really been losing for the match day one. But here it is a second penalty which now Kylian Mbappe is going to take. A second penalty for Kylian Mbappe and Irfan Pelto. What a gift he is giving that. Will this be a conversion good enough? 80th minutes on the watch. 80th minutes on the watch. Will Kylian be good enough to convert that? Get this goal, my boy. Get this goal and get all the team on the defense after this goal. That is what is needed. Get this goal, my boy. Kylian, get this goal. Oh my god. Goal. That is incoming. Kylian Mbappe has got a goal again. Thank God. Oof. 2-1 is the score line now. That is what. Vinny has that mentality. He was fighting it and he won that. But look at that. It was Rulli who jumped on to that right part. He was knowing that Kylian was going to take a shot. He was there, accurate for that jump. I think he got a bit of deflection as well. But it is inside the net. 2-1 is the score line. Now we would say it is on the safe side. This game is now on the safe side. 3 points, my boy, 3 points. That is what the mentality is. Win it somehow. But it is Vinicius Jr. who has brought the mentality into this. Rodrigo was not that good enough. But still down to 10 man. 82 minutes on the watch. Can Marseille put any sort of pressure? Pavard going for Greenwood. But look at that. Deserby and Marseille, the men in blue, are not in a good position to be playing a possession gameplay. That is what they are lacking now. They have been mostly relying on those counters from the wings, and now again they are trying with that possession. But will they be good enough? Clearance coming in, good enough. Militao gets that. Greenwood this time on the deflection gets the ball rolling. Marseille has the ball on the mid pitch. Aubameyang not in the right spot to get the touch of the ball. Forward this time, crosses that. Clearance coming in. Militao this time gets the clearance, header clearance good enough. 84 minutes on the watch. A throw coming in. Marseille players are now looking to keep the possession, but their gameplay is not looking good enough. Greenwood on the wings. Back passes that to Pavard again. Los Blancos at Santiago Bernabeu down to 10 men, and now they are down to their own box safeguarding the nets. That is what they have to do. What a game it was from the start, and now it has turned on so ugly. Greenwood takes a cross, deflection coming in again. Greenwood has got that inside the box. Pavard just couldn't get the first touch good enough inside the box. But it was a good move from Greenwood. 2-1 is the scoreline. It is safe, my boy. It is safe. Kylian has got. He passes that to Junior. No, Vinny not. It is to Diaz. 3 men from their white jerseys up against 6 men. Kylian inside the box goes in. Guler takes a shot again. Rulli again gets a save. What is wrong with the shots of Los Blancos forwards today? All the shots are being taken straight into the hands of Rulli. Clinical finishing have been really absent. Marcel now inside the box, trying to cut in. It is to Greenwood. Greenwood is inside the box, up against Keras. Keras takes a shot. Greenwood blocks it. Courtois blocks that goal. It is Greenwood who is penetrating the defense, and now Madrid are left for the counters. Get that third goal, my boy. Get that third goal. Get that third goal, my boy. Two penalties is what the scoreline is, but get that third goal. Mbappe going for Vini. Chouameni back. They are down to 10 men, not in a good shape. And neither Marseille are looking for any sort of a press. Timo Werner, I don't know what is wrong with him. It's Aubameyang now. Miss pass. Marseille are not comfortable in playing those possession roles. Marseille are not comfortable in playing those possession roles. Two one is the score line. 88 minutes. Let the time pass by smooth, my boys. Let the time pass by smooth. Two one is the score line. Pavard is out, and now Relay is the man coming in. 87 minutes 30 seconds. Corner coming in for Marseille. 88 minutes. Corner for Marseille. Greenwood, lack of experience from him. That is what the result is. But Deserby knows what are his limits, and with the possession gameplay, they are incapable of doing anything. With the possession gameplay, Deserby and his men are incapable of doing anything. Because in terms of possession, talking about, they have a decent of 55%, but not good enough in those gameplays. That is what they are lacking. 89 minutes are now up. Now on to the final minute of those 90 minutes. Diaz now on the right wings. He is making those moves. Valverde has got that. Diaz is there. He is cutting in. Back to Valverde. Make those wing movements. Cross. Deflection to it. Corner coming. 90th minute. Now a corner going to be incoming. 90th minute rolling, and now a corner incoming. Brahim Diaz is the man going to take that. Get that third goal, my boy. I want that hat trick from Kylian Mbappe. I want that hat trick from the first match day for Kylian Mbappe. A short corner being taken. Brahim Diaz gets it. Vinny Jr. passes that. Block coming in. Aubameyang passing it. Marseille looking to build up, but no. Tchouaméni finally getting the interception. Passes that. Valverde. What is the need of getting? Oh my god, 90 minutes are up and now 7 minutes of stoppage time for this. 7 minutes of stoppage time for this. Marseille are looking for a build-up. Nothing looking cropping up. They are not being able to use their one-man advantage over 10 men down Los Blancos. Oh my god, Marseille are now moving inside the box. He's cutting in. Asensio gets that block, but at the expense of a corner incoming. Aberg is the man. Corner for Marseille. Greenwood misses his pad. Greenwood misses that pad. That is what Mason Greenwood is worth of, my boys. That is what Mason Greenwood is worth of. Look at that. Everything, whatever he's getting, he's missing it. He's missing it. It was that sole goal from Timo Wey which has been incoming. But Greenwood is such a shit player. That is what he misses everything. Everything. Roberto D. Zerbi did everything, but those two penalties, it was a bad luck. Bad luck. 2 minutes 30 seconds of the stoppage time are up. A total of 7 minutes. What a trap. D. Zerbi and Marseille players were just capitalizing it from the first minute of this watch along. And now they are suddenly losing it because it was the tactical glitch which De Zerbi was allowing it for the inverted backs of sweeper backs of Real Madrid to be approaching high up. They were giving them those spaces, but now the things have changed suddenly apart because Real Madrid down to 10 men, not moving high up, staying defensive on their block. They have got that penalty. Everything has been in favor of Real Madrid. I mean, they haven't been performing, but God is there with Los Blancos. So the match day one kickoff for Real Madrid's Champions League campaign. Will this end with a 2-1 victory? 3 points at home. Real Madrid will be the first team to win the match day one of this season at home. Because all the upsets have come in for the home teams and the away teams have been winning it. Greenwood this time from Marseille. 4 minutes 30 seconds of the stoppage time on the watch. Marseille are not even getting close enough to take a shot. Cross coming in, my goodness. Oof. Again a corner, Marcella again going to take a corner. D Zerbi is looking furious on the sidelines. His expectations were much high. 5 minutes of the stoppage time are now up. Only 2 minutes left. Corner for Marseille. A header incoming. Wasted. Now Marseille are looking everything what they were not looking, trying to be doing it. But look at the stats. Real Madrid has got 28 shots, 15 on target. Whooping 15 shots on target, but not clinical enough to get a goal from inside the box. Rather, two penalties. Just one more minute left into it. Militao has got the clearance. Good enough. Clear that ball, my boy. Romani clearing that again. Vinny this time. Oh my goodness. Carras has been really good in the second half. In the first half, he was giving away those passes to Greenwood, but in the second half, after the inputs from Alonso during the first half break, he has been marvelous. 30 seconds left for this game. 30 seconds left for this game. Again, a yellow card. My goodness. It is a yellow card now to Carreras. Alvaro Carreras getting a yellow card now. Many yellow cards have been given away in this game. Many yellow cards have been given away in this game. It is all over. Thank God. My goodness, this game could have gone any way, my boy. This game could have gone any way. Oof, two penalties to settle the score. Two penalties to settle the score. And in the stats, 28 shots. It is the mentality which Vinicius Junior embedded. But I was really not believing in Alonso from the first half because De Zerbi has laid a big trap where he was inviting Carreras as well as the likes of Arnold. And Arnold, after getting those substitutions, it was Carvajal coming in, but it was an invitation which was looking in. That is what the thing was. De Zerbi laying that trap in the first half, and they were successful. Team away got that goal. It was few chances for Aubameyang. It was few chances for the likes of Mason Greenwood, but Greenwood and Aubameyang couldn't just convert that because it is at the Santiago Bernabeu where their nerves couldn't just settle to take those shots clinical enough to get a goal. Oof. Finally that is. Finally that is. But one thing I would say, my boy, one thing I would say, look at the stats over here. This one, 28 shots taken, 15 on target. It has been really poor finishing from Los Blancos. But Matchday 1, it can be the story. It can be the story. At home, Real Madrid, the first team to win for the Matchday 1 of the 2025-26, and their opening fixture, and Real Madrid with Xabi Alonso at his first Champions League match wins that 3 points. Big enough. Real Madrid has really won that big. On the other hand of this, oh my goodness, Juventus 4, Dortmund 4. Our predictions for Juventus and Dortmund was 3 each, but it was 4-2 on the 80th minute. Oh my goodness, it is 4 each. Juventus 4, Dortmund 4. Late stoppage time goal coming in, 94th minute, 96 minutes from Juventus. What is that? Matchday 1 for Juventus, and Tudor's man against the likes of Nico Kovac. They have to settle it and share the points. That is what the story is. At Turin, Juventus 4, Dortmund 4. 8 goals. Tottenham 1, Villarreal 0, that has been the story, and Spurs have won that big, and Thomas Frank making that a big statement, winning the first gaming charge of Spurs for the Champions League. Benfica has lost to Karabakh FK, another upset for the Champions League. Home fixture for Benfica and another home side has got the loss. Arsenal winning against Athletic losing at home at St. Mims. PSP Eindhoven losing at home to Union St. Clair's. Goodness, what this storyline has been. The home sides have really lost it, and we'll be ending that live poll that who is going to win. It was all the votes coming in for Marseille, but unfortunately, no, they have been denied. And we will be ending that Q&A as well. That will Kylian Mbappe get a hat trick? He got 2 goals with penalties, but then also couldn't get a hat trick. I was wishing whether Kylian Mbappe is going to get a hat trick for this. That is what my wish was. Anyways, those of you who joined the stream and voted for us, thank you for winning it. And we will be just ending this stream. What a big win for Real Madrid it has been. Big win. But Kylian Mbappe getting a hat trick would have been my big moment for this game. But then also, big win. Hala Madrid, my boys. Hala Madrid. Keep going. Bye bye.